This is AV SuperFriends Off the Rails, an almost regularly scheduled open discussion on audio and video in higher education. We'll sound off about our most brilliant ideas, our dumbest mistakes, and everything in between. And because this conversation will almost certainly go off the rails at some point, we'll end up covering just about everything else. And now, the AV SuperFriends. For September 12th, 2025, it's the best sounding and most pumpkin spiced podcast in higher ed. This is the AV SuperFriends Off the Rails episode number 123.
Oh, wow.
That's how many we've gotten to.
It's pretty hot out for pumpkin spice.
We'll talk about that.
Oh,
right
sorry.
now. Broadcasting live from a campus near you to other campuses not near you. The leaves are turning, the air is crisp, the days are getting shorter, which means it's time for fall rivalries on the gridiron and in the classroom. Except in Kansas City in the middle part of this country where apparently it's 2 million degrees.
Freaking degrees today. Stupid.
So enjoy that last taste of summer, Jamie.
Yeah, that's
2,000 degrees for you. Let's see. I'm Chris Dechter. It's time for another Friday afternoon podcast adventure. And let's say hello to our slightly larger than normal panel.
That's not nice. You're being mean to BC.
Did you call us fat? You call us fat?
I am. You can, but I'm saying.
Let's say hello to our robust panel. Want to go with that?
Rotund panel.
Our husky panel.
Big and tall, sir.
All right. We are short and squat. Okay, with this one.
I think the kids call it thick these days. I think that's what it is.
Thick.
So our first panelist is responsible for making sure laptops, codecs, and other room schedulers all pretend to get along. He's a senior endpoint harmonization officer from Kansas City. Say hello to Mr. Jamie Reinhardt.
It's so hard to harmonize on F#.
Our next panelist manages the delicate balance of AV control systems, network switches, and misplaced dongles. He's a director of instructional infrastructure orchestration from Corvallis, Oregon. Say hello to Mr. Mark Kolozinski.
No, where any of these things are, we've lost all the dongles, all the adapters, cutting the cords and everything. We're done. It's all wireless and ball bearings.
You just cut the dongles right in half.
Get rid of
Wireless dongle now.
Yeah, it's fine. Adapter.
Our next panelist ensures faculty presentations always look crisp while secretly adjusting resolutions and aspect ratios. He's a manager of pedagogical pixel optimization from Greensboro, North Carolina. Say hello to Mr. Larry Darling.
Yep, I'm forcing 8K everywhere because it looks better.
Whether you like it or not, you're going to get it.
You work for a display manufacturer? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Sidecar pixels.
He does now.
Our next panelist oversees every projector lamp hour check and claims credit for inventing HDMI extenders. He's our vice president of distributed display strategery from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Say hello to Mr. Justin Rexing.
I haven't read that one yet. So to be more specific, I'm the butthole that created SKU-free HDMI extenders.
Oh.
Runs on that special cable.
I want
For
the
security.
two cable version, 2 cable extenders.
Oh, those are nice. The ones where you gotta be all
Our first special guest panelist is the go-to person when Teams, Zoom, and WebEx all want to update at the same time. He's a coordinator of campus-wide conferencing continuity from Madison, Wisconsin. Say hello to Mr. Tino Kaltsis.
Thank you for having me today, gentlemen.
Not sure what he's in for on this one.
Whoa.
And our final special guest panelist. He's an expert in zip ties, Velcro, and also explaining why that rack still looks messy. He's a senior engineer of multimodal cable management from Nashville, Tennessee. Say hello to Mr. BC Hatchett.
It's probably pretty close.
It's a pleasure, gents. Thank you.
I thought those are all the ways he keeps his shoes tied.
That too.
Use zip ties on your shoes?
Why not? It's
Fiber.
That's a
effective.
good idea, yeah.
That's actually
Never have to tie
try
them
that.
again. Once done.
Again, he's cutting them every day.
Mark's kid's going to come in. Tie my shoe. Hold on.
So on today's show, we're going to discuss multi-display AV systems and why that's the best idea or the worst idea.
It's the best.
All the fun that involves. And we're going to host our weekly rivalry week 3 in a few minutes. But first, let's do a little bit of housekeeping. If you are listening to this on the replay, remember we do stream live every Friday at about 3:15 Eastern, 12:15 Pacific, give or take however long's Justin to get off that call he was just on.
It was important.
I pick somebody else every
He had a
time.
lot of games to get in this weekend.
You can catch us streaming live on YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter. And if you can't join us live, please make sure you're subscribed so the episodes show up whenever you get them into your podcast feed. You can follow us on the socials, LinkedIn, Twitter, Blue Sky, all the other fun places. Search for AV SuperFriends. There's another AV SuperFriends group out there. You'll need to murder them first, and then we'll move on. So,
What?
Wait, seriously?
No.
When did this happen?
Oh, it's like, hold on.
There's many imitators, but only one who used a copyrighted name. And please do us a favor, share the show with your colleagues, students, even that one IT guy who seems to just do printers. Share it with him too. So,
He's busy.
He does keep busy, but apparently just does printers. I'm not sure how that
There's
works.
only 4 of them left, but he's on
Thank
them.
God he's there because
He's
I
addicted
don't
to
want to do
toner.
it.
Because we need that. So anyway, so the more people who tune in, the more fun this gets. So there we are. All right. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to run a brand new commercial that
Oh,
printer
no.
guy would love.
We're running it?
No, not that one. We're not running the band commercial. Then we're going to come back and talk about our news after that. But first, this brand new commercial.
Ever notice that many PowerPoint presentations are still in 4:3 aspect ratio? How many years have wide aspect displays been the standard, and yet here we are, with content stuck in 4:3 territory? New from Independent Amalgamated, the 4:3 Fix-It font. Leaded and kerned to look its best when stretched, the 4:3 Fix-It font will fill out both horizontally and vertically when content is expanded to fill 16:10, 21:9, or the one true aspect ratio, 16:9. Our team of dedicated, artisan hipsters trained for years to specialize in custom typefaces, specifically designed to be displayed in a distorted format. They work tirelessly, sometimes for as long as 15 or 20 minutes a day to handcraft the perfect font family. So you don't have to worry about the display for your content. Don't worry about matching your content to the display. Let the 4:3 Fix-It font make those adjustments automatically. And coming soon, the 4:3 Fix-It font Portrait Mode Edition. Available exclusively at independentamalgamated.com.
It might be a real product.
I might just
Do y'all have
update
that?
my entire font library. We're going.
I don't know if we have that problem or not.
I saw one the other day. It was great. 4:3 PowerPoint, still there. All right, and now you've waited for it all week. Let's hear Justin sing along live. It's time for the news.
Yeah.
Today's news comes from All right.
Everywhere.
Signed.
Signed.
Kinid? Link in the show notes. I don't know. They're too froofy here. And the headline is Apple iPhone 17 Pro introduces ProRes RAW. Okay, that's cool. And Genlock for filmmakers. So Apple had their big event this week where they announced orange phones or something. I don't know. Whatever. Stuff, things, whatever. The
New
next
stuff,
version of the
thin
newest thing.
stuff, more battery stuff.
Buried
other
within
stuff.
that, and they didn't bring it up apparently during the actual announcement, but they always then they send out like the presser with all the details and all the release notes and all the odds and ends in there. And buried way down in there was the fact that some of these new phones, and I suspect some of the other ones could, but they're just locking it behind a paywall, so you buy the new phone, support Genlock, because the cameras on these things are getting so darn good that they're shooting full Hollywood films with them, commercials, all sorts of stuff. And they kind of buried the lead on this. I think it's another one of these technologies where I'm sure there's people at Apple who are very excited about this. Yeah. But I think a lot of other people don't know what that is or why it matters. But I think this is very interesting, not just for video production, Hollywood, that stuff, but even kind of what we're doing, just like streaming stuff that you could, in theory, leverage Genlock to keep all your video in sync. You could you could dump that straight into to proper mixers and systems. So it's kind of a added bonus, let's say, for people who are the newest.
I couldn't tell if it was like a phone thing specifically, or if it was the little black magic widget box that comes with it.
I want to see exactly. I want to see
the phone is capable of it as long as you have this sidecar piece that does all this magical.
Well, the phone, I think the phone's doing the timing.
SDI.
Right?
No,
adapter.
The phone is able to lock.
No SDI, just HDMI.
Yep.
So
and it looks like you need the black magic box to do it.
Or you have to have an external box. But the phone is now.
Is that just to get the SDI and the Genlock signal in, right?
Get the HDMI signal out in the
SDI adapter, like I was saying.
The time,
yeah. So this is like it is kind of a consumerization. Here's a really nice piece of glass and put it in here, go make movies. And it's a bit disruptive because now you don't need like a multi-$1,000 camera rig to do this, and you can go out and have broadcast quality stuff, like broadcast quality-ish. I'm gonna
Broadcast-ish quality?
Broadcast-ish quality in the palm of your hand. And so, but I think we see it, right? You see a lot of the social media are just doing that. You go to games and stuff, and that's all you see. They're just using your phones. And so we've seen entire movies on like Netflix and other streaming outlets that are done completely on phones. So this is just
on Netflix all the time.
next.
It's great.
Yeah, what was it? I think it was like 28 years later.
It was
filmed
all
on like 20 iPhones on this massive
Exactly.
rig they put together.
So is that why it took 28 years?
And I'm pretty sure that this was developed about 28 years ago, and they finally said, you know what? Let's go ahead and release it.
Yeah, might as well.
So your new standard classroom pretty much is just an iPhone bolted to the back of the room.
Well, I was going to say, Mark, so I'm about to
That's
get
what it is,
into
right?
esports, and I can just put an iPhone in there and just be done.
Yeah.
Done. The question is like, do they still make like the equivalent iPod version of the iPhone where like you have all the same feature without having to have the account? Because wouldn't that be useful still?
I don't think that
You just don't
exists.
sign up for the account. Isn't that the same thing?
How do you turn it on?
You
it
hit
get
the
angry?
button. It comes on.
There's a button on your phone? What kind of phone
got-
do you have?
Yes.
I've got
Listen.
three.
I am
Four buttons.
slowly moving towards being a Luddite, and
You get one of those jitterbugs?
I'm thinking that one of those new flip phones is perfect.
Those cool. Those look fancy and expensive.
I'm so tired. Like my wife's got one, and like the face thing. I'm like, God damn it! Just let me on the damn phone.
But it's,
I know. I
the
feel
time
stupid.
is correct
I work
on
in
it
this
now. It's
industry.
synced.
Yeah,
Do you
it
kind of feel
syncs
like
though.
a turtle trying to operate your phone? Is that what you're saying?
So, Jamie, what you're saying is the face thing worked as designed and kept you out of her phone.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. She was sleeping.
This better get better because it's getting worse.
It's got first rule holes, Jamie.
Dang it!
Does she listen to the show?
No.
Are you
no.
kidding?
I don't.
She
She
doesn't
doesn't even listen to Jamie normally. Why would you listen
I'm
to
like,
this?
I start talking around. Like we go to places, and I do what
Welcome
you all
to
do.
Jamie's safe space.
Listen,
everyone.
okay. When you all go someplace, do you look behind the curtains?
Wait,
Depends on where.
What?
I don't have curtains where I go. What do you mean?
Do you go?
What's the
Do
name
you
of
go
this
to a
Maybe
weird,
look around
museum?
some curtains,
S&M
there's
club
gonna be
you go
police
to.
involved after.
Do you go to a museum, shoot church? Do you go to the new signage at the grocery store and go, what have they got up in there?
Every time.
I do.
Every time I
Actually,
do.
Every
check and see if
time.
they've changed the
And
admin
every time I
password.
get caught, and she looks at me and says, knock that shit off.
Stop. You're
So
not at
she's
work.
not listening to
What are you
this because she
doing?
has to live with it.
Oh,
So
okay.
are you the
that was a
reason there's
long answer.
yeah
But
are
yeah,
you the
I
reason they tell you not to get off the rides at like Disney World because most people
Stop the
don't,
ride.
but
I really want to check out this animatronic.
Maybe.
Jamie's
Maybe.
hopped off and he's over there messing around with the animatronics.
Like the first year I
Where's
went.
Jamie? Oh, he's over there in It's a Small World.
The first year I went to Infocom, I didn't believe them that they were running. Like, it was like a demonstration of AV over IP or something, and I didn't believe the low latency thing.
It wasn't real.
So I pulled the curtain back, and I'm like, these are wired direct,
It's just an HDMI cable.
and they're like, get
Like
out
the
of
Wizard
here!
of Oz, just blowing
I didn't
the whole
realize that was a big faux pas. I thought, well,
Jamie's just rummaging around all the. What is all
well,
this
if you're
shit in
there
here?
to show it off, then I want to
Cable
see
too
how
many.
it works. You liars. Anyway,
good. That's
what's
good
the
stuff.
topic again?
We're talking about the iPhone
phones
can now,
and how you need them because they're synced now, and you're going to go multi-camera rigs in all your classrooms to
For
create this
esports.
I will be-
amazing.
iPhone for esports.
Force perspective
Chinlock
in
is
time.
cool, but let's get excited when it hits, like the 2110 compliance with the PTP clocks and everything, and then we're off and running.
baby steps.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you guys, the other announcements, I'm sure you're all in on that.
I
that
think
Airphone.
PTP over the cellular system would be perfect.
Ooh, yeah. There's no inherent latency or jitter
No.
in that
No,
I mean,
that would
I
be
have
fun.
used the SRT.
over cellular.
Yeah, I have the
it's
NDI
clever.
app, yeah.
It is clever. Yeah. So you can do a lot with it. So this is, I think, just the next progression in getting newer technology that old folks don't like to run.
It's cheaper.
It's
Well, I don't know. I
and they're
figure this is
cheaper.
one of the things they have to announce something because otherwise the phone's just the same every year.
It's effectively the same thing. Yeah. Let's go. Throw some software.
One
at it.
more.
Reminds me of what the commercial AV space does to digital signage. Let's just keep
last
adding
week.
shit.
That was
We talked
last
about
week,
that.
Justin.
We're done with
we
that.
spent like 30 minutes talking about that last week.
I know. It reminded me of last
You're reminding me of last week's conversation.
week. Yeah.
Then let's move on. Then.
Hey, we did a
Okay.
recent episode on that.
Yep.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to run this other one. Yeah, this one, Jamie, just to make sure, because I keep forgetting to do it in the wrong spot.
Fun one.
It's
This
not
is the
that.
one about furniture, right?
This is that one.
All right, let's do it.
The AV SuperFriends are sponsored by Computer Comforts Incorporated. CCI has been building tech furniture for the education market since 1987. Instructor lecterns, computer lab tables, collaborative tables, and active learning clusters are just a few of the many innovative products made by CCI. Speaking of lecterns, Computer Comforts has just released Evolve. If you're looking to future-proof your classroom, Evolve is the Swiss Army knife of lecterns. Seriously, this flexible lectern does it all. Not only is Evolve sit-to-stand and ADA compliant, it's also packed with tech-friendly features. And the best part, it ships fully assembled and ready for action. Check out the 90-second video to see all the options. Visit computercomforts.com/evolve. Alrighty, so wait, where's my thing over here? Let's see.
Topic.
Show notes, Chris, on episode 1, 2, 3.
This one.
Oh,
Hot takes. Topic 1 starts now.
It's Jeffrey Tambor.
I know. I imagine this wall of all these like knobs and dials you have over there. Just like, oh shit, which one is it?
There's multiple screens that look like
I know.
this.
I can just see you flipping through all these things.
Too many.
The House of Cards.
So for our topic today, what we wanted to talk about, and I think this came up just the other day as we were discussing, multiple displays in our conference rooms, classrooms, meeting spaces, cuddle spaces, because I have seen multi-display cuddle spaces, which is weird, but they
Really?
exist.
Now maybe
Jamie, I saw that on your campus.
I'm not talking about like active learning rooms. That's not what I don't want to talk about that. That's not.
oh,
unless
that was
somebody's
a stupid media site thing. That doesn't count.
No.
That thing's a piece of garbage on a chair.
Chair.
The funny thing is, you got the brand name wrong, but the thing that you named is also that. So
You're right. What's it called? Mediascape? What is it? Mediascape. Yeah.
No, I think we're
Media
talking
site is also garbage.
about
Add that to the list of people who are not giving us a check this month.
Yeah, we're just alienating everybody. But in
Oh,
like
they
your normal rooms, are you doing multiple displays? And I'm really curious about like how you're treating, or if you're even doing like multiple PC outs across multiple displays, and how you're doing that for better or worse.
Question first, just to make sure I'm understanding.
did you raise your hand?
I did.
It's very formal.
There's seven
Robert's
people in the
rules here.
thing. I
Okay,
just
go.
want to make sure we get this out of the way first. Are we talking multiple displays for the instructor at the instructor station, or multiple displays for the
I
students?
think they are.
in the
It's all
space?
in bounds here, Larry. We can go toe to toe however you want to.
Well, they're all wrong, but okay.
Yes.
All right, Negative Nelly, let's go. Spit it out. What are we wrong for?
For which one? For
All
the
of it.
students?
You
Do
just
you
said
have
which
any?
one, and then you can't.
Okay, for the student, like displays for the students to look at. Unless they're right side by side, the students can't see both of them anyway, so you're not accomplishing anything.
But they would
If
be
they
side
are
by
side
side.
by
What if they are
side.
side by side?
What if they are?
If they are, then you're
Do
going
you
to get
have
a
any
lot
of
more
those?
support calls from the instructors as they try to route what they want to each one.
There is that. Yeah.
Well, maybe.
Like,
What
just
if you
get
don't
a
allow them to
bigger
route?
display.
What if you
and
don't
let
allow
them
that?
put,
But now you're talking about like 32 by 9, right? And like in that
which I would
whole-
be better with that than two separate displays. If I can
Okay.
just get one big
You
canvas
missed the
and
best
let them
opportunity.
BC down there just lost his mind.
I'm
when
just
you said that.
thinking of all the support calls. Hey, I need to get this content on this screen, but this needs to be on this screen, and it just makes me want to start
Exactly.
smoking.
Well,
again the more
so-
think about it.
Okay, so
Let's
let's
start smoking again.
back it all back down from like the source here. How many outputs from your installed PC or whatever? Are you just single output to your system? Is that where you're at?
You're assuming we have an installed PC.
I'm assuming you're okay. What do you have
One to
then
one.
if it's not that?
1-to-1.
1-to-1.
Yeah,
One
most of
output,
my
that's what you
spaces,
see.
1-to-1.
yeah.
And you're allowing, you can do extended or mirrored, and that's what you get? Or no?
Larry didn't even do that.
Holy moly, what do they get?
In my standard room, whatever they see on the instructor station is what they see on the
Is that
projector.
forced based upon hardware or software?
Are you looping
That
it
is
through?
forced on hardware. It is
Wow.
like
Oh, wow. So we
That's
force
one-
that on software. So if somebody does extend, then they could use it in that manner.
no.
But
And that way I can preview on my instructor monitor if I so choose.
Okay. So does anybody here have 2 outputs from your installed computing device?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, every one
Wait.
of them.
You don't even
Going
have
to your
speakers,
system, sorry.
Justin.
Going to your system.
not usually, no. It's one going to the system and then one going to the monitor.
No.
Okay.
No.
I have a situation where we do it in our distance ed style rooms.
Jamie,
that
don't ever use
have
that typeface
2.
again, by the way.
No. I like it.
So where we will have folks that do want to have dual, and we'll have dual displays within viewing angle of all students in the room,
Yeah.
where the instructor will have content and people.
As is required by law.
Right. And that is done through software, and it routes that way. You can choose computer
Yes.
A, computer B, where you want to put it.
But
And
that's
do that.
that's more of a specialized room, though, right, Mark? Like you're not.
But we have they're becoming more popular because people want that. They want to have that ability to move content across both those.
I think
screens.
they want that ability.
Yeah, but I think the thing that gets you there is that the faculty are wanting to do it. Like they're engaged in the process. They're wanting to learn how to use that piece of it. If it's just
Whoa.
first year faculty
Jamie's
that
like,
walks
faculty?
in. Well, maybe not, Jamie. I could be wrong.
This is
I'm
never
saying
about
like
faculty.
average faculty members when they come in, they just want to plug in and get going. Like if they have to take more than 5 seconds to arrange
Plug
windows,
in.
they're calling us.
Plug in.
All right. You guys are all just
Go,
We're
Jamie.
all wrong.
Get
I
it,
know,
Jamie.
I
What do we got?
our typical regular learning space.
Level.
Our
Tier.
typical
Level
one.
6.2. Yeah, I got it. Yep.
Just a typical learning space is now got 2 monitors for the instructors, even if it's a single projection or a single display. So the instructors can run, and both monitors are looped through the transmission system. And the buttons on the touch panel, the button panel, whatever it is, share left, share right. Now, it doesn't matter if Windows Display Manager F's everything up. Share left,
which it
share
does.
right. If they go into PowerPoint presentation mode and it puts it on the other screen, they just
flips
share
it.
that screen.
Yeah, shit that
If
way.
they go into Google Slides and it does the same thing, a reverse, then they just share that thing. But it's that share left, share right, and it's right in front of them. Now, if we have auxiliary displays, like in Mark's case, I do think it's a different case where you have this high flexi, this distance learning kind of thing where, okay, we can move those around within reason. The instructors may get, if they have confidence monitors in the back of the room, there's always 2, left and right, and they match what's on.
Yeah, what you see in
the
front of you
podium.
here is what you.
So if they step away, it's still left and right. And what we have found is that even if a single display system, the regular single, because I think single display is most appropriate most of the time. But now we're not playing some crazy game, and the share left, share right seems to be working. And that's what we're finding. Now, the only time that really gets funky is when they're trying to use a laptop, because I have to make a choice at that time.
I have a maybe even worse scenario. We all have heard about the infamous round room, that whole thing. We do have instructors that intentionally have designed 32x9 content that is delivered by 2 disparate HDMI cables within there, and they are butted up against each other, and they bring their own processor with them, drop it down HDMI 1, HDMI 2 to those screens, and get one giant seamless image
I
across
lost you
the
at
entire
they
thing.
bring their own processor.
I know.
Yeah,
It's
they
wild,
lost
man.
you.
It is
Justin,
absolutely
they
wild.
do. It was a whole thing for about a year, and then once we got it figured out,
They're still doing it. Yeah,
it's rocket.
Why?
It's amazing to see. Like the level
What's
of
the-
engagement in the content it's biology,
What's
and
the
it's
best
very
by
engaging.
processor they're bringing in?
Just a Matrox dual head out, single in.
Yeah, and honestly, this is encouraging. These folks have created all of their content specially used for this particular space, for this
got
particular
buy-in.
needs, and have the appropriate devices to make it work. I'm all in, because that's what we really want, right? We want that engagement from instructors and things. It's like, I want to do something cool, unique, and awesome. This is the space I'm in. I will even bring my own thing and I'll plug it in. Now it's goober that comes in off the street and wants to do it, that's where it gets really stupid. But
we'd recently redone that room, and I'm almost regretting not doing dual out native from the PC. That's only there from those two HDMIs. So I'm kind of like, I think we may have missed an opportunity just for more folks to use it.
Well, it's a good thing everything you have is network based, and you can just add it.
You're not wrong.
So what's stopping you, man? Just go plug it in. Just another device.
Do that this afternoon.
Yeah, we'll get in there and just tell the programmer, add this in there. He loves that kind of stuff.
You shouldn't have to program it. Remember, it's smart.
It would be, but that's the one thing I love. Drop it in there. It's quick, right?
All right, Tino, tell us we're all wrong. Put you on the spot.
I do think that you're all wrong.
There, yes,
yes, we got there.
You're the first guest that's really done that. Thank you.
Well, somebody's got to speak a little bit of truth on this broadcast. I think. No, everybody actually is a bit right and a bit wrong. I think what resonated most for me is the engagement with the faculty. And I think where it gets really hard is a lot of folks want to just walk in. They want it super simple. They really just want to see the same thing on their screen and what's there. And how do you then accommodate that sort of power user who has multiple pieces of content, wants to manipulate it different ways? I've never had anybody bring a multi-head video processor into a classroom. That was a super interesting story. I think I would find it fun. I think most of the people I work with would probably find that really stressful.
You're doing what?
I mean, fundamentally, it's just route 1, route 2, bang, and you're done. Like there's no magical mystery things going on in the back. It's just
you're totally correct. I think where we had some of the biggest debates, actually, even in a single display room, is the ability to use that presenter mode. There are people who absolutely want presenter mode. They want to see their notes. And there are other people who they really dislike that, right? They just want it to be super simple and one on everything. And it's difficult to accommodate that with your resident PC. You kind of have to pick one or the other. We picked not allowing presenter mode. We'd only have the single output from our resident classroom PC. And, we'd use our various switching infrastructure to put the video on however many displays that we have. And we would ask users who want to use presenter mode to bring their BYOD device. So they plug in their laptop. They're comfortable using presenter mode there anyways. So kind of in our base classrooms, that's how we often handled that. Everything you talked about, really presenter mode is the thing that was maybe the deepest debate.
I think it always will be. Everybody wants that presenter mode here, seemingly all the time. And when we have room that doesn't have it, we hear about it immediately.
Well, if everybody wants it, then the answer, the question's been answered for you. Everybody didn't want it for us.
And so I will say we by default, the computers come up and they have two outputs, one to the local display, one to the system generally.
That's why we do it.
I don't like routing anything else to that local display. That preview on the no, I'm not dealing with that. This is not a production suite. Because someone will invariably switch to the wrong thing, and then your room is broken, and it just.
Why is my dog cam
as soon as you select anything, it goes there. Like you can program around that.
Nope. Because next you're gonna say you've got 3 displays up there, and I'm not building walls of displays either. But by default, we found so many calls go away by setting the computer to mirror everything, clone everything. What you see here is what you see everywhere. All the calls stop because, and Tino, you mentioned it, it's the power users. It's those who want to be more advanced. They're more engaged. And I met with one just last week on, I want this screen on Zoom, but I want to share my slides. So he's using 2 computers. This guy, he's got his laptop going, doing this thing, and he's using the resident computer to do other things. And he is very savvy. And then he goes over to the whiteboard, and he's in this big auditorium. He wants all 40 feet of whiteboard, and he uses it. So it's just like, all right, he's just going a mile a minute, and that's great. I'm happy to help him kind of find a solution that's going to work for him. But that's not everybody. A lot of people just want to come in, and they want to just be able to see the same thing that they're seeing here, there, and they know everyone's looking at the same thing.
Did you say he fills up a 40-foot whiteboard in an auditorium?
Yes.
Oh boy, insert.
Is this the one where you were looking for the cascading
here it is.
whiteboard cameras?
Don't get Justin
no,
started on this.
Yeah. Justin hates whiteboards.
You don't put whiteboards in auditoriums.
Okay.
Students can't read that shit.
I put speakers in
Not
my
wrong.
trams too.
Just saying.
We have a dedicated camera. So we talked about that. We have a dedicated camera there, which captures 6 feet of the
40-foot
white
camera. That is amazing.
It captures 6 feet of the whiteboard.
It's on his iPhone.
And then we have iMag for the others, and so we were able to make that work, and it doesn't look terrible on Zoom recordings. So, yeah, you're not.
So I
wrong
agree
that-
with Justin. Who actually is wrong is the people putting the whiteboards in the auditoriums. But unfortunately, it almost always happens. I've had very little success.
Yep.
Tino, we
convincing
need
that-
you on the show again, brother.
You got to build more
no
no front
often.
classrooms. Just don't have a front all to begin with, and all that whiteboard stuff falls to the wayside.
Yeah, Mark, how many whiteboard feet, linear whiteboard feet in the round classroom?
Not a single foot.
That's ridiculous.
Whatever's underneath that document camera is all you get.
That is correct.
So I don't disagree with either of you, or any of the three of you, or anyone else who wants to argue that. But
You
faculty will
didn't
never
choose the whiteboard, Chris.
I
Is
didn't
what you're
build it.
saying.
faculty
trying
will
to make
never
the best
complain
of a
if there's
bad
more
situation.
writable surface in a space. Putting
Write the
writable
surface,
surface
just
in
don't
there.
leave them pins or chalk.
Yeah.
Put it on the ceiling. Say, go up there and write.
They
I'm gonna have to
Justin,
agree
they
with-
would.
We have to agree with Chris. Every meeting we have with faculty members when we're getting ready to redo a space, writing surface is the number one requested add-on.
Yeah.
And I say talk to your facilities person. That's not
It
nice.
is needed, but then it also is ignorant of how deep that seating area is typically.
Yeah.
And
It's
so
like
I'm all
asking-
for lots of collaborative area, but it needs to be sized appropriately for those viewers.
Yeah, it's like asking for a hammer to dig a ditch. Like, yeah, you can, but do you really think that is a good idea?
If you really want to get some rage out, absolutely, it's a good idea. But
I mean,
How big a
like, how
hammer?
much time do you have? Well, it's easy, Justin. You just turn the hammer around. Okay.
It's a rake. It's a super rake.
Just,
That's a nail pull.
I don't know.
So more screens is what I hear. As many outputs as you can get from your PC, all routable through a complex matrix of advanced routing,
Matrix everything.
page flips, and just all of it. Right? That's what we're
Only
looking
page
for.
flips.
Everything is source destination, so there is no presets. It's just
But just numbers and letters. Don't even no descriptor. Just
Oh,
1
no.
to H.
Bingo.
and-
No, listen. It has to
Playing
be
bingo.
north one.
By cardinal
Oh,
direction.
yes, it's always in cardinal
southeast.
direction.
North, the first north display catacorner. What?
Northeast A, and right next to that is South B.
Yeah.
Figure that one out.
You're doing any on top of one another? Is anybody crazy enough to do that kind of nonsense yet?
Don't have that kind of height. If I had that kind of height, I'd have an appropriate screen.
I don't think that was an
Wait, you're
answer.
stacking screens?
You're gonna.
I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. How much fuel can I throw on this fire? Let's go.
That said, yes, I've done that, but not for audience view for the instructor.
I believe you can actually get a display that's almost in that portrait mode now.
Yeah.
It's like that size, and not just
I
turning
wanna
it, but it's
buy
a
one.
it's
I
a
think LG
wacky
makes one.
Yeah,
wacky
LG
thing, right?
Yeah, LG
Where you
makes
can
one.
get
It's
that
a-
dual
it's-
like stacked mode,
it's
which is
a-
just a weird workflow. But people are
came
out there
3
doing it on their
years-
desks.
4 years ago.
No, I did that with it was for a pharmacy program in their distance education program. They wanted to see previews of all the cameras, and so we had a monitor stack where it was the presentation left and right because it was people plus content. It was all Polycom days, and then below it was 2 sections of the small monitor, video monitors, just production monitors, where we had piped the camera feeds into that so they could see all of the camera feeds. They couldn't do anything with them. They just wanted to see them.
Look at all this stuff you can't do anything with. but
Turns
it's
out it
here.
wasn't
No,
even
'cause-
live. It was just recordings anyway.
They just wanted to know that, a student was on the because they wanted the feeds from like some.
Yeah, because they're seeing other campuses, right?
Yeah, so they wanted to be able to see kind of like it was there. Now we have completely different ways to do that, but it was essentially the first Zoom gallery view that they could have up all the time. But it was stacked more vertically because we just ran out of space so fast.
Yeah.
Just think if you patent that, Jamie, you'd be a millionaire.
Well, so Jamie, it's interesting because I built one of those recently, and it's also it's in a small self-service studio space, but for the exact same reason. This display is your content, what's going out, your computer, etc., and the one above it shows your other camera views and content views. But it's in a very specialized light production space where they will be or could be manipulating multiple pieces of content. And if you put the 2 monitors next to each other, it takes the entire front wall of the front of the lecture, and you build a wall there. So
that is my one there's my complaint with the way I'm doing it is that it is a wall of monitors that you have to figure out how to deal with. Now I have them all on Visa ARMs. We try to cheat them to whatever the Windows side is, because typically these are that 20 to 50 seat rooms. They're the standard squares. You can get them out of the way. But that's the one complaint I have with it. Most of the instructors are okay with all of it. They like the ability to be able to have, to Justin's point, I want my email there. And I don't have to mute the stupid projector. I don't have to black the projector out. I just turn it on. It's all you get. On, off. That's all. You know, none of this
all you need.
BS that you guys do, freeze the image and crap.
Quickly around the room. Who's doing freeze on your touch panel still on your projectors? Is that still a thing?
I only do Star Wipe.
We do the sheep wipe.
Oh, that's a thing?
Rolls up.
If Chris can dig out the old Amiga video toaster, there should be a sheep wipe there, yeah.
Oh,
which actually the Amiga, I believe, was one of the first personal computers that did support Genlock.
Here we are.
We're getting
full
that.
circle.
It's gonna be on the next thing we have. But yeah, the one complaint I get from instructors is that the Windows login, the secondary screen is always black.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they always
Like
freak
all
out.
the time.
Only one screen's on. Only one screen's on. Only one screen's on. I'm like, it didn't used to be that way. It used to be that the login screen went across all the outputs, and not anymore. Everything's black except for the main login screen, and that's the one big complaint we hear from instructors now. They kind of
Change the Mac. That'll solve
it's
that.
it's a button panel. It's 4 buttons: share left, share right, laptop.
That was 3 buttons.
Well, there's a 4th one. It's mic mute.
It's freeze.
Mic mute. That's the 4th.
Sound
button.
freeze.
Yes, sound.
Sound freeze. Whatever noise it's making now, it's just
It will
stuck
make
there.
forever.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got there. I mean, we
So what's the
overwhelmingly
answer?
everybody
Like,
wants
I'm-
what you see is what you get. One, and if you're doing more than that, it's complicated and buyer beware.
It can be complicated unless you have the right user.
Well, Justin, that's a good point. So what I have found works best for my spaces is I keep it in simple mode by default. You get one button that does the same thing. You see the same display everywhere, all that stuff. The capability is under the hood to do the advanced routing or to do the software routing, etc. And it's even available
Are you doing an
on
advanced page that nobody ever uses.
No,
Yes.
it's on the computer.
No.
How do you do advanced pages on button panels?
No,
Like,
don't do that.
Why?
So I will provide
Stop.
that capability, but they have to go find it a little bit.
What do you mean, like,
What's
what do you
an
mean
Easter
go
egg?
find
Just-
it?
Well,
Ah,
Is
I
there a
found it.
secret
Look at this.
button
There's a
under
whole
the
game
wheel?
in here. It's
there's
Doom.
the icon at the top,
Playing
and there's a little,
Doom on
there's the
this.
sub page that comes up, and then the page in there that gives them the advanced routing. So if they want it, it's there. But they got
There's like a riddle that they have to answer
Yes.
first.
Do you
to
have
get to
metrics
it?
of how many times that's been used? Please say yes. I want to know.
I don't on the new systems, unfortunately, but I can tell you based on the old systems, very
Twice.
little. It's in
Very
the
little.
it's in the 6 to 8%
Only during
range.
room checks when your students go out there and make sure it's still working.
By the
It's
way,
the 2 times the programmer tested it.
on the metrics thing, when you're pulling the old button press metrics and all that fun stuff, put something in there for kind of blanking out the room checks, because that was the only thing that was turning on our Blu-ray players. And
We're still getting every
yeah,
term,
like,
every
who's
week.
the
they're getting
6% of
this.
people using Blu-ray? It was us. It's like, oh, yeah. So anyway,
All right.
my approach.
Stupid problem.
yes, it is.
The everyday monotony of our jobs. How many screens do you get?
One.
All of them.
Answer
By the
is
way, I
one.
did get somebody who did not like, and I brought this up internally. The rest of you guys, you heard about this. And Justin, this was the auditorium that you were aghast that there were whiteboards in it.
Yeah, don't do that. You
That
just
there are
don't-
6 displays in the room. There's 2 on the front wall, 2 about halfway back as infill, and 2 on the rear for confidence.
Oh, yeah.
They
that's
all.
fine.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. There's 8. There's 2 on the lectern too. They always show the same thing all the way through. All 8. You just get 4 sets of 2 all the way through, and no one has complained about that's complex except one person who doesn't like it because it brought his whiteboard back. So I don't can't win them all.
You know, this font is really hard to read when you're.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. This is
Fine, I'll change it. I was playing around 2 seconds before showtime. This is what you get.
See, Raul's telling you how it is right here.
Listen, Raul.
He's he's not wrong. We see that all the time. That we get so many support calls. Hey, I can't log into this podium act. Hit Command F1. Oh, there it is. Thank you.
Oh, step over to the lectern. Get away from the podium.
Get off the podium.
Get off
down.
the podium. Get
to the lectern.
Stand behind the lectern.
Just BC.
Man.
Oh, okay. Well,
no more support tickets. One monitor, right, BC?
Absolutely.
One big monitor.
One big monitor would
32
solve a
by
lot of
9.
issues, so. In portrait mode. By the way, I got it. So I got my first portrait mode ticket this semester.
What do you mean?
They said, how do I? They were in the college business room somewhere, whatever. How do I make the screen go vertical? And that confused the heck out of us for about 5 minutes, trying to figure out what they meant by that. It's like, they want to rotate? Do they just have portrait content and they're complaining because it gets kind of window boxed in, or what's going on? No. After a bit of back and forth, what they meant was, how do I just make the screen raise up out of the way of the whiteboard?
Oh, man. Wow.
That one was for about 20 minutes. That was what is happening here? So
You're kind of wishful. Like, man, hopefully this is something really dumb.
I was like, this has got to be good.
Yeah.
Nope. How do I make the screen go up? And then this semester, I've gotten a lot of those. Like, how do I make the screens go up out of the way? Because they want to use the whiteboards. So, yeah.
I really want to put these people at the back of the class at a disadvantage. How can I write really small on the top of those?
I don't like the students in the back, so I want to use this.
After you talk to them about that, Chris, is the next question, well, can I just project right on the whiteboard?
That was the next one. How do I just project on the whiteboard so I can write on over top of my image? Like, well, you can do that too, but now about a third of the students can't see it anyway because there's a big blue spot
Get
right
rid of
there.
the shadow and the glare. Yeah.
I don't know. I will help them do however they want to do their content. I'll help them out, but they will start from a place of best practice, and then they've manipulated the room since then. So, all righty. Any last thoughts on dual displays, multiple displays, all the displays?
No, I think we bored everybody to death.
Yes.
Let's talk sports balls.
Sports balls.
Sports balls.
All right. It's a weird way to phrase it.
You're ready.
Hey, okay. Give me that slate. Welcome back to week 3 of AV SuperFriends Weekly Rivalry. And folks, this week we've got ourselves another matchup that wasn't supposed to happen. We wanted Wisconsin versus Alabama, but Alabama saw those Badgers coming and said, nope, not today. We then tried for Vanderbilt versus South Carolina, but apparently the Gamecocks flew the coop before kickoff. So here we are with 2 proud programs left standing after their would-be rivals ducked the fight. Wisconsin versus Vanderbilt. On one sideline, you've got the Wisconsin Badgers, a Big Ten powerhouse who brings the same Midwestern grit to their AV systems that they do to their offensive line. They've got rock-solid infrastructure built to survive sub-zero winters and late-night snowplow collisions. These are the folks who treat network closets like Lambeau Field on a Sunday. It's sacred ground where only the best are allowed to participate. And across the field, the Vanderbilt Commodores, SEC stalwarts out of Nashville, bringing that Southern charm and country swagger to their technology game. But don't let the genteel manners fool you. This is a campus that knows how to innovate, knows how to disrupt, and punches above its weight. From medical simulation labs to century-old lecture halls, Vanderbilt's crew makes it work with precision, style, and a twang of creativity. So are these 2 schools supposed to be facing off? No, they're not. Did their original opponents run scared and leave them stranded? They sure did. And that's what makes this showdown special. Wisconsin versus Vanderbilt. Big Ten muscle against SEC smarts. Cheese curds versus hot chicken. Beer steins versus bourbon. 2 programs tossed into the same arena, ready to settle it right here, right now, on this podcast. So buckle up. This is the oddest matchup of the season so far, and we're about to kick off. Wisconsin, Vanderbilt. Their rivals may have chickened out, but these 2 are ready to fight.
It kind of sounds like we're advertising a monster truck rally.
Sunday.
You've seen football games, right, Justin?
Yeah, but that was a little different than, okay. Is it my go? Do I go now?
It's the same.
Okay.
Exactly.
Folks, this week's
Get into
rivalry
it.
matchup is a little unconventional. We wanted Wisconsin versus Alabama, as Chris was saying before, but the Crimson Tide rode that Crimson wave right out of town. They must have checked the film and decided they weren't ready for the Badger beatdown. Meanwhile, Vandy had South Carolina lined up. Those Gamecocks, yeah, they flew right out of town, flew the coop. Who said chickens can't fly?
Yeah, so what do you do when your dance partner's checking out? You don't cancel the show. you square off against whoever's still itching for a fight. And that means we've got Wisconsin versus Vanderbilt, an unlikely collision of Big Ten brawn versus SEC brains.
Wisconsin's crew brings that Midwestern toughness. Their AV racks are like the offensive lines, massive, disciplined, and built to plow through anything, whether it's snow or system crashes.
And on the other side, Vanderbilt's Commodores don't let the Southern charm fool you. This team is as rough and tumble as they come. From pioneering biomedical research spaces to cutting-edge performance halls, Vanderbilt's AV team keeps every corner of campus in tune and on time.
So while Bama and the Cox ducked out, we're left with a matchup that might have been even better.
And that, my friends, is what rivalries are all about. Wisconsin, Vanderbilt, their opponents bailed, but these two didn't back down. They're here, they're ready, and it all goes down right now. Let's go down to the field.
Guys, I'm down here on the turf, and let me tell you, the tension is real. It is. Wisconsin squad, all about business. Completely. Marching up and down like they're about to debut some fancy AV over IP rollout. Vanderbilt, on the other hand, looks loose, guys. Confident and maybe even a little flashy. They're likely like they've already sound checked this entire arena twice. Both teams know we're supposed to be here today. All right, no, they were not supposed to be here today, right? Yeah, okay. But they are now. Neither wants to waste a chance to prove who belongs on this stage, guys.
Love the energy from the field. This one's shaping up to be a real showstopper.
No question. Two proud programs forced together after their rivals chickened out. And now it's time to see who makes the most of the spotlight.
That's the setup from Madison to Nashville. Now let's send it back to the studio in New York, where the AV SuperFriends crew is ready. We're in New York, where the SuperFriends crew is ready to break it all down.
And there you have it. And before we get to today's game, let's take a look at the AVSF Weekly Rivalry Roadmap to see where we'll be next. Next week, we have Illinois, Indiana, snooze fest from the center of the country. Then later this season, we'll be later this season we'll be highlighting Oregon at Penn State, West Virginia at BYU, North Carolina State at Notre Dame, SMU at Clemson, UCF at Baylor, Clemson again at Florida State, MTSU at WKU. What?
These subject to change because some of these invites
Duke at North Carolina, Ohio State at Michigan, UCLA at USC, and Oregon State at WSU. If you haven't already heard from us, you will. So if you're at those schools, answer your phone. Check
and
those
read
inboxes.
your emails.
And
Seriously.
Let's talk some schedules. Now back to today's matchup. We have Wisconsin, Vanderbilt, two programs who, again, did not plan on being here today, but they stepped up thanks to a couple of no-shows. Here they are, front and center in front of you. Kickoff is moments away. Crowd is buzzing, and the AV SuperFriends Rivalry Spotlight is locked in to Wisconsin versus Vanderbilt.
All right, teams. We made it through that. You're welcome, everybody. You can see we're extremely enthusiastic about all this. We spared no expense for this.
You're welcome to read those before the show.
Yeah, I think that's the fascinating piece of this whole thing.
I just didn't see the second page. That was a surprise.
There's lots of words on
I
there.
saw page 1, page 2. I was, out of the blue, man.
So good. So good. Anyway, the way we do this is we're going to break this down into a somewhat normal match of 4 quarters.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. And maybe Chris will keep the score honest for us.
See if I can reset the score again, right in the middle.
In mid-time. But we're going to get to kind of know our teams here a little bit. I don't have my trusty coin, but we're going to face off. I'm going to say, Tino, I want you to call it in the air, heads or tails. It's down. What do you got?
Heads.
It is tails. Oh, what you called heads?
He said heads twice.
Called head.
Okay, well,
double
it's tails.
heads.
So that means BC. Do you want the first question? Or you want to defer?
Defer. Always defer.
Okay.
Good choice.
Tino, we're coming to you then. First question. And Larry, what is going to be our first question to get to know these guys?
First question is, what's the best ticket so far this semester that your team has received?
Vertical screen. Oh, sorry.
I would like to claim the vertical screen? Oh boy, good question. Hey, you know, we haven't had a really fun one this year, I think. Our challenges have been a little more facility related. So I work in a building that was built in the year 1888, and we've had a couple cats. So I hate to say that our most interesting ticket of the first couple of weeks is we've got some bats. We need the Batman. We need the Batman. So doing the AV man and the IT man. We're the Batman. Yeah, bats. Wow. Bats for sure.
That's kind of cool.
That's a new one.
I don't know, bats are pretty metal. I don't know if I can beat having nocturnal animals flying around in the classroom. That's pretty cool.
Jamie's that scoring drive.
Yeah, I'll give him one for getting a ticket for bat removal. Hey, can you go ahead and remove these animals?
Are you giving him 1 point?
Animal control.
Is that just like an extra point?
No, I'll give him 6. Yeah, give him 6.
We're going to give him 6 points.
6?
Oh,
he missed the extra point.
No, I didn't miss it.
Well, I want to cut down on Chris's clicking because it gets a little weird.
We're going to start with the 6 to give you a chance. We can go for 1 or 2 here. What is the typical response when somebody does call in about bats? Like what happens? Yeah.
Well, we
here I am. Hey, I'm trying to get this presentation underway, and I have a bat flying in front of my screen, and the entire first row is getting a little bit out of hand. So what are you gonna do for me?
Don't worry, they're eating the bed bugs.
On a good day, pest control will have somebody that they could get out right away. But on a not good day, seems like there's actually only one Batman on our entire campus, and so if he's on vacation, then we can come take a look at your bat. Next Thursday, and it's not just the first row anymore. Everybody's screaming. So we grab one of the vacant Dell boxes and try to corral that.
Chase him around. Get him.
Release it down out in the woods or something.
That's very humane of you. Yeah, that's good. I like that.
The Dell box,
chasing this thing around with the Dell box.
He probably put just a little bit of tape on it and left it in some of the secretary's office. So when she opened the Amazon package, she's like, "Oh my God, there's a bat!"
I guess I won't put on the record which department I would leave the care package for.
Facilities,
economics.
Well, for me, it involves when I drive my car in every day and I have to park.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, okay. Well, that was I'm willing to say that was a 2-point conversion. I like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, BC, we're coming to you.
This campus has a Batman.
I'd like that you have like a pest team.
What kind of job description is that? Like your job is to go get bats out of classrooms.
Oh, they got a bat RFP in place. It's all good. Contract that out.
Bat SLA.
It's a convenience contract.
There is 5% on my job description related to facility management.
Remediation.
Other duties as assigned.
Facilities management and guano.
Get that bat.
All right, BC, what do you got for us?
I think probably the most interesting one we've gotten was we got a testy email about how the lighting changes in a classroom made the screen unreadable and is impacting instruction. And the lights actually weren't even touched over the summer. It's the same lighting as it was in the spring. So,
did you tell them the sun moves?
It's an interior. There's no windows at all.
I get that. Such
I like still tell them it's the sun's problem.
The light is so bright we can't see it. Well, the sun moves.
You taught at 3 last year. You're teaching at 8 a.m. this year.
Actually, I guess the sun doesn't move that much, but.
So is that just an email came in, or is that actually like to your support center?
Support,
or is it
we
just
have
general
a support
venting
ticket for it. Yes.
Oh wow.
And what's the response? How do you respond to that?
I'm sorry, sir. We didn't touch the lighting. We'll come out and take a look and make sure there's nothing on the projector screen that could be causing a glare.
Marker.
Yeah.
So, BC, I thought you were going to say you went to the room, did nothing, and then said we fixed it.
One of my staff members went out to the room and looked at the issue.
Fixed it.
That's when you like respond. Can we come right now? And a whole team of students come up with ladders and stuff, and they're up there just pulling things down. Better, worse.
Just pointing remote controls at each one of the lighting.
Yeah, just in there like
does
it's
nothing
a
whatsoever.
swarm. Yeah, at all costs.
Chris, you're right. Sometimes the placebo effect is the answer to satisfy a customer.
Yeah,
Though. I've absolutely. I've
Next time we have
absolutely
an
had
interesting
calls.
ticket like that, I'm just sending everybody on the team, just swarm this building and room. I want 8 people in there in 5 minutes, all doing something that may or may not.
Or you can
be
just
related to
respond,
fixing the
yeah,
problem.
we changed the color temperature from 6,700 Kelvin to 3,200 Kelvin. Let us know if that helped. Oh, man, that's so awesome. Thank you.
You probably
It's
get
like,
the
yeah,
one.
I'm a
You
hero.
get that one guy who'd be like, no, you didn't. I have a meter.
I'm looking at it right now on my phone. It's not that at all.
I got the new iPhone. It can see.
And it's in sync. I can tell right now.
Yeah.
All right, Jamie, score. Where are we at? Give me a score. Keep us up. You're our score, resident scorer for the day.
Yeah, I'm only gonna give BC 3.
So that should at least be good for a field goal.
Yeah, you got a
That's field goal. Yeah, you'll
okay.
get a field goal out of that.
After one quarter, folks, Vanderbilt 3, Wisconsin 8. So we've made it. All right, coming back to you, Tino. Next question, Justin. You're on the clock to pick a question for us here, sir.
Let's
check your bookie stuff. I know you're got.
Let's see. What's the weirdest space on campus that your team turned into a functioning classroom?
So this was in my. Can I use an example from a former life? Because it was.
Well, that's
super
what we're
exciting.
asking. Yeah, we want real
we'll
examples.
allow
We
it.
don't want made up stories.
I was super pleased with it. A few years ago, it was an old television studio. It was an old television studio and was laying pretty dormant. And we had the opportunity to kind of strip that down to the bones. And it was kind of a weird shape. Not exactly the round classroom that I think you're talking about, but it was more round than traditional shape. And we were able to convert that into a very effective, modern, active learning classroom.
Active learning.
I'm not sure effective and active learning are all in the same sentence. Okay.
Hey, what?
Here's a great example of Mark being wrong. Active learning classrooms and active learning.
Yep, that's it.
Tino
Let's
is
come back.
new. He's on the team now.
Yeah.
He's told us we were wrong.
How
He
many
told
displays
Mark
did it
he
have?
was wrong. This is great.
So for the users, there were 8 displays, and we had 4 displays on the wall, and we got the built actually fitting the sports theme here. We kind of had the scoreboard coming down from the ceiling, and we did the thing. Now here's where somebody will tell me that I'm wrong. We put the whiteboards all the way around the room. I'm going to forget the name of it, but it's the steel case whiteboards that you can like put in the tracks, take them in and out.
Oh,
So
$1 billion
you can put the
you guys
whiteboards
spent on this.
I like those. So
That's that
we
Wisconsin
put the
money.
whiteboards in front of the television, so you could use it sort of just all as writing surface. You could have the TVs. It was that was a great conversion, making a very effective, usable space out of what was a long dormant and probably not a very good television studio to begin with.
Well, that's
Television
great.
There's
Speaking
always
of-
weird shaped,
yeah.
like wacky shoehorned in spots. And that seems to be a common theme I've seen.
So speaking
agree.
of conversion, I was going to give him a field goal, but since he told everybody that Mark was wrong, you get a touchdown. 7 points. Now it's
Well, there
on
you
to
go.
BC.
All right. During our lovely COVID period, I had to turn our science and engineering library into a classroom.
The whole library?
The whole floor that was a library, yes. I had seats set in between stacks. They cleared stacks out and had seats that were social distanced apart. I think I ended up having like 7 flat panels on stands strategically placed around the room, 3 rolls of gaff tape to cover all the cabling down, and an instructor station where they could plug in.
Okay, so for the extra point after the touchdown, where the hell is that space at now and what's it
Yeah,
doing?
is it still the same?
No, we had to rip it all out
Okay.
and then
Put
they
it back to
moved the
books?
stacks back in and it became a library again.
Extra point good.
Wow.
10-15.
Was it solely about social distancing and just
Solely,
jamming
but
people
it
in
was
there?
just a big
Felt
area
space.
they could put a lot of students in.
It sounds like a lot of work for not a lot of ROI.
It was about 2 days worth of taping cables more than anything.
Did all the carpet squares like rip out when you were done, or like?
Oh, they had to bring it. They brought in like I think 3 different carpet cleaning crews to get all of the adhesive off the carpets all over campus after it was done.
BC's having flashbacks to WBKO apparently.
Yeah, I most certainly am. We were just hammering stuff out in that old studio.
Oh, God.
All right. Well, that brings us to the half, gents. We are here half. We are Vanderbilt 10, Wisconsin 15. All right. Anything special for the halftime show, Chris? We have a marching band or something to roll out here today?
No. Justin's going to sing a song.
Oh, Justin, go ahead.
We've heard that one.
Yeah. It's a new version.
Justin, I got this one still.
LIVE exclamation point. I
there
forgot
it is.
about that one.
Okay.
All right.
BC, you deferred, so we're coming back to you. You get to double up here. So, just to kind of kick off this half, what's the one thing your campus does better than your rival here?
The one thing our campus, so we do math pretty well.
That's always important for AV. I'll back that's good.
Wow. Wow. Just wow.
Do math.
I don't know. I don't know Tino's campus that well. I can't really benchmark.
Hey, in an email yesterday, you said, I'll boo anybody. So
I will boo anybody. I've even booed my own mom once or twice. I mean, it's
like recently?
Everybody's fair game. Yeah, they're down.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
How was the turkey? Boo!
Terrible gravy, Mom. Terrible. I think. Are you talking about just like our campus or my team? Like
your team, your department, yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Tino, don't take it personally, man. I swear, I don't mean it really. I think we do really well at pushing the envelope and trying new things. Like we
whiteboards.
We like to be brave and test in production sometimes. Screw putting it in the lab.
Nice.
Hey, I know
Would you
about
consider
that.
yourself innovative?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's the word he uses when he describes why they're testing in production.
Skip the
Well,
test.
when I'm talking to
Full
leadership, I
production.
say innovative, and then when I get back, my team throws things at me. Because
Yeah, then he's like,
Innovative
gonna
and
do this.
irritated.
We'll
like
see.
Real close together, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So give me an example. Wait, what's one thing you were crazy enough to try out there? You're just like, we're going to do this. See this thing? I'm taking it out of the box, putting it in the room. I'm not even
Wireless
gonna
HDMI.
beta test.
Yeah, wireless power. No, at the time when we did it, we decided to pull out HDMI cables, go all USB-C, and then we use all centralized control now through VC4 with Crestron. Like we don't do individual control processors anywhere anymore. I see Larry running away in fright.
VC4 itself, you are out there. Hey, we tried it too.
I think we've got.
You're not alone.
We're up over 90 spaces on it right now, and it just keeps growing. Yeah,
it's a different
your
animal.
resume's up to date, and so like.
See, now you're scaring me, but.
No, I mean we did it. We did. It was a COVID thing too. We put a bunch of them, and it was always the College of Business. They wanted we need these things, and now we're like, all right, throw them on some Dells. Here we go.
No, we're doing.
It worked.
We've got it on a virtual machine in our data center. It's replicated. It's supported, and it's rolling.
Cool.
See, it can be done. I like it. Jamie, score it.
Score what?
man.
How many points? Oh, we're asking Jamie. Okay.
Yeah, my gut instinct is like a 3.
So a field
But
goal?
I'm man. Okay.
Leave it up to us to turn.
It
football
was until
into-
that last part. Then
That's
I'm
where
like,
I think it was like that was definitely a touchdown
See,
because that was
I-
crazy enough stuff. And I was like,
Wait,
yeah,
what-
that's definitely.
I wouldn't do
points
that.
up. I got to change it now?
I don't. We've all tried.
I do
that
feel
one
like I got
processor
scored
per.
on there.
Oh,
All right, then give him the touchdown.
And extra point?
Yeah.
I'm
Full
not
7.
going that far, no.
I feel like we're turning football into like figure
I don't-
skating with all this.
Nope.
Oh,
No.
it's maybe a
This,
three, maybe
we are
give it a
calling
7.
a tight game here, Justin. This is
I don't think
it's
he
just-
even.
I mean, look at the shirt I wore for this. I'm here to call nothing but a tight game. That's what we're doing.
That to me as a low risk. Low risk.
Low risk. We threw that centralized server out there, and everybody
Low risk.
Got a little bit
You could
weird,
still
yeah.
turn on a projector with a remote control. Like it's not like this moron who put NDI everywhere.
do we have to put this under review for a
All right,
quick
well, what
vote
about
here?
this,
No,
then?
move on.
Okay,
In
we're good.
addition
We're
to
moving
that-
on. Moving on. Tino,
No,
what do
Okay,
you
well, listen,
lost.
I can throw in some extra.
He just
offense.
asked
No.
the wrong person to score it. That's all.
Yep. Tino, go. Bring it back. Run it back.
I can say that we haven't pushed the envelope to that level yet. Super interesting that you've taken out all the HDMI and you've gone all to USB-C. And I hope you're finding success with that. You can put me on the record for this one. I'm not a fan of USB for 20 years now. And
we actually noticed our support calls go down in the rooms we pulled the HDMI out to USB-C.
Is it because
now they don't use it at all?
The HDMI was powering the phone?
With the computer.
No, it's we had the lovely dongle ring around the HDMI cable. So
the dongle ring is not a winner.
Yeah. I think that's worthy coming back to some other day. Yeah. That all USB-C everywhere. That's a good topic. So, what do you do better than him, Tino?
Mm-hmm. It sounds like not much, actually, but I think that we do have the opportunity here to be a little more agile. So our campus is a little more distributed than I think a lot of other institutions are today, and that, like everything else, is a blessing and a curse. I think right now I have the opportunity to be very responsive to the departments and users that I work with. But I think the trade-off is there's probably less consistency on our campus than other campuses in terms of being in and utilizing and teaching in different learning spaces. But it's maybe not as much of a problem as sometimes we might think, because most of the time, folks that are in your department, they are working with you. They are working in your learning spaces. They aren't necessarily going all the way across campus. I think it makes it a little bit harder for the the IT professionals, though, that are serving these customers, because we have to know so many different tools. We've got five supported video conferencing tools and 5 supported sort of collaboration platforms, and even help making the right recommendation at the right time for each user gets to be a little complicated. But on the flip side, we can sort of innovate when we have the opportunity. I remember in my former life, and I'm sure many folks in the call have had to do the same thing. I heard somebody say it earlier, even in AV over IP. You sort of have to have a long, drawn-out battle sometimes with your sort of network engineering team to do what you might consider a very simple thing. Our network's also a little bit more distributed here, and it's much easier to implement a new platform or service on the network, I think, than maybe for some other folks. So I think we can be a little more agile here and a little more responsive. We're a little more responsive.
Nice. Okay. Jamie, this is going to be a tough one.
Yeah, I'll give him a 3.
You're in 3? All right. 3 it is. Goal. Split it right down the middle. Okay.
Why are you making me learn all these terms?
Keep on your toes. 17-18.
Field goal?
Here we go. I think we got 1 drive left for each of you guys, and this is the rapid fire line. It always gets very confusing because these are quick questions.
Okay.
Quick questions, and there's going to be a timer which somebody's going to have in the back of their mind. It won't be Chris, and it won't be anybody, but we're going to keep you on time.
Timer for what?
Don't worry about it.
Just
to the
keep
quarter? Time. No, you get the quarter, but we're going to try to get through 7 questions.
I'll put up a play clock if you want it, but there's more crap on the screen.
Okay.
Nope. Just got to go fast.
We're going to go fast. First thing in your mind. Jamie, kick us off. Go. Pick question.
Zip tie or Velcro?
Velcro.
Velcro.
Good. Velcro. 1 each.
1 each. Here we go. Okay.
By the way, the touchdown answer: zip ties with improperly cut ends. That's a touchdown.
It's Velcro with a zip tie on an angle attached to the end of it. Yep.
It has been too long since I gashed my hand open on a zip tie. You're right.
Zip tie cut at a 45-degree angle. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Correct answer.
Chris, throw it in there. Go.
Let's see. Oh, here. Okay, here's a fun one. Do Macs work on your campus, or do you have HDCP turned off?
That's a stupid
yes
question.
and yes.
Yes and yes. No. Yeah, Macs work on our campus. My engineer actually knows how HDCD works, so I think he's the only one. 50-mile radius.
Wow, he's throwing shade now.
All right.
Give BC an extra point for that because they don't all know how HDCD works.
Most people don't.
I didn't say I did. My engineer does. I don't.
As long as someone does it, all counts.
Is that
Larry.
1 point each?
Well, it was extra point for BC. Got 2 on that one, so we're all tied up.
Okay. Okay. Quickly, how many rooms do you support?
483.
It's a very specific number.
Because I just looked at it.
Today, my team correctly supports about 25.
Ooh, that answers the
BC
next
has
question.
483 points.
Start clicking, Chris.
No.
No. Okay. Is that 1 and 1? Or 1 and
Yeah, I
none?
think
Or
on the rapid fires, it is ones. Just
Okay.
one.
bang, bang, bang. Okay, Larry, you got a favorite here?
Yep. Does
Go.
your team integrate, support, or both?
Both.
We're not doing any in-house integration. That's all 100%. I shouldn't totally say that. You know, we do a little bit of this and that, but primarily that's outsourced.
Score it, Jamie. Where are we at?
Larry, how are we scoring that?
Both work, so one
and one?
across. Yep.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
the quick fires are just ones.
Okay. We have Justin. You got eyes on this?
Yeah, sure. So
Another
what's your percentage of your ratio, your DBs, dog biscuits of AV over IP to HD-based T rooms?
I would
What?
say we're
Crazy.
80
Okay.
plus percent
Comparison.
AV over IP.
Yep.
What was it? I'm sorry. What was your answer,
You want to hear
BC?
BC answer again?
Oh,
Yeah, what was your...
Like 80 plus percent AV over IP.
Oh, 80-20?
Really?
Okay, all right.
MDX.
I think it's probably the inverse for us.
Amber,
Probably
20-80?
75%. Probably 75% is, more classic distribution.
Ooh, I'm going to give Tino 4 points and BC 5.
Wait, what?
Wow.
Okay.
What in the world? Okay.
Well, this is
math.
figure skating now, right? We can just make
However
up
you wanna
points
score it,
and...
but
I'm here for it. Do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
So still on a tight game. What else we got?
We got like 2 questions left here. So
What AV best practice do you continuously violate?
And get away with.
And get
Yeah.
away with? Oh, Lord.
Which is why you would
AV has
continue to
best
violate it.
practices?
I don't think that we get away with it, but everybody always wants to do a video conference or a hybrid experience in every single room, and the noise floor is always too high. So I would say
That's a good one.
4 to 5
Yeah.
of our video conferences happen in a space where the room is too noisy.
I like it. I mean, I don't like it, but yeah.
I don't like it either.
You can't help it. It is
Okay.
what it is.
I'd say
score on that
ours
one?
is probably discus because our architects put us behind the 8 ball on a lot of our
Ceiling
screen
height?
sizes.
Ceiling
Yeah.
heights. Or just
Yeah.
they just spec the screen size, then you got to deal with everything else.
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting.
is that a point each
how are we
Yep.
scoring that one?
or no
Point
points each?
Okay. You guys have to come up with scores. When you
Okay,
ask
here we go.
questions.
This is like, here we go.
It's like this old whose line is it anyway? We just make up the
Yes,
points
that was
and
the,
move
that's what
along.
we were
That's-
going for.
yeah,
was
actually.
274,000
Yeah,
to
but they're all
nothing.
making up the points differently and not telling me.
Figure
Okay.
skating. That's what we're-
Just
Final question.
put a few on there. It's fine.
I'll sneak them in every now and then.
Okay. Final question, and there's a quick follow up if we get there. Do you have a regular and funded refresh cycle? And if so, what's your number?
Wow.
Yes, we do.
Now we're going to know how much money Vanderbilt has.
every 6 to 7 years.
6 to 7. All right.
Yeah.
Just all or not? Every 6 to 7 years, you're going in and
No, we've got we do them in batches. Like this year, these rooms are getting done. This year, these rooms are getting done. This year, these rooms are getting done. And
Is
then
it by building or by school or by...
It's
Alphabetically by height.
It's on the age of the room, and it's mixed across all the different schools, all different buildings.
okay. Gino, what do you got?
Today, we don't have an established refresh schedule or budget. It's something that I work towards every day at my former institutions. That's something that we were fortunate enough to be able to implement. I absolutely have all my targets for what I would like to see refreshed. But sort of what I've been working through since I came to wonderful Madison, Wisconsin is just trying to find resources to refresh all the things that were kind of driven. Like my old 2001 10 drove it all the way right into the ground until there was nothing less but rust. So
that's what I'm saying. That's how you do it in Kentucky. Run it till it breaks.
Run to fail. Yeah. That's right.
There's no refresh cycle. You just replace it when it breaks. No big deal.
All right. Well, any points on those?
Is that a point?
I would have Justin give the points on that one since he's in the same situation.
Why am I? I already gave points once.
Well, I don't think it matters. I think at the end of the day, the 1 point's not going to get us there in some ways, unless we're going to issue like 25,000 points for that one. So
I want to see Chris click that.
Yeah, we know what's going to happen. Looks like Vanderbilt eked out a win here against Wisconsin today. It squeaked it out just barely. Come from behind victory.
I don't know. I still think having to deal with bats.
That was a quick score right off the bat. It was nice. So anyway, that's how it goes down. But before we leave, Jets, if folks want to get a hold of you and ask you about how you're managing things, you had a good idea they want to hear more about, what's the best way they can get a hold of you, BC?
They can find me on LinkedIn. I rarely check it, but you can find me there. And then also on Twitter, X, whatever we're calling it now, at BC Hatchet on there.
Do you know how can folks reach out to you if they want to?
Certainly, you can email me, kaltsas@wis.edu, or I am happy to connect on LinkedIn as well.
All right. Well, we made it through another weekly rivalry roundup watch week, whatever it was. But
faster.
Here we are. Yes.
Do it again, faster.
Chris, get us out of here.
Weekly rivalry roundup.
Yes.
All righty. We'll roll out. This has been the AV SuperFriends Weekly Rivalry. And guess what, sports fans? We want you on the show. Got a big game coming up at your school? Maybe it's a local rivalry, a state showdown, or even one of those national grudge matches that splits households in half. If you've got the school pride, the technical chops, and just enough trash talk to back it up, we want to hear from you. Reach out to the AV SuperFriends and let us know your campus, your matchup, and why your AV and IT team deserves a spotlight. Whether it's cables versus connectors, servers versus switches, or just plain bragging rights, we'll put your rivalry on the big stage. So step up, call your shot, and maybe you'll be the next feature on the AV SuperFriends Weekly Rivalry.
Well, we've managed to ruin yet another episode of AV SuperFriends Off the Rails. You can contact us with questions, topic ideas, or general complaints at mailbag@avsuperfriends.com. If you complain loud enough, we might just invite you on the show.
Nice work, everyone. Sharp broadcast. Really good. Everyone on the floor as well. Really a lot of hustle. I liked it.
The opinions expressed by the AV SuperFriends are solely those of the individuals and do not represent their respective institutions, organizations, companies, or clients.